Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jake from TodaysiPhone.com, and here's your TIP Daily for April 2nd, 2013. So last week, the biggest news was the launch of the T-Mobile branded iPhone for the United States. Now, this is obviously great news for T-Mobile customers here in the States, but us over at Today's iPhone were wondering how many of you actually are planning to switch to T-Mobile. So we put out a survey and a lot of you guys responded, and it came out that almost 60% of respondents are either definitely going to or thinking about switching to T-Mobile when the iPhone launches on the fourth largest carrier in the United States. A lot of people are going to sign up for T-Mobile's new Un-carrier plans, either switching from a different phone on T-Mobile or switching from a different carrier altogether. So this is really great news for T-Mobile, and it's actually kind of awesome for us as consumers because the more competition there is carrier-wise and device-wise, then the better deals and better innovations we'll see as consumers. Okay, moving on, we have a couple next-generation rumors. First, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that according to some anonymous sources, Apple could start production of the next-generation iPhone as early as this quarter, with a launch as early as this summer. Now, according to these unnamed sources, the device will look pretty much the same as the iPhone 5, so it would be like an iPhone 5S as opposed to an iPhone 6. But the Wall Street Journal is also reporting that a cheaper iPhone is not out of the question, with a launch sometime in the second half of 2013. Now, I'm pretty skeptical about a cheaper iPhone. There will be an iPhone 5S, I don't know when, but I'm not so sure about the cheap iPhone. But, you know, it's the Wall Street Journal. It's a pretty reliable source, and they have a pretty good track record for Apple rumors in the past, so you never know. Now, there's also some iOS 7 rumors floating around today. Daring Fireball's John Gruber spoke on a branch thread with some very interesting information about the next iteration of Apple's mobile operating system. Apparently, Apple's design guy, Johnny Ive, has a lot of input in the way iOS 7 is going to look. There's going to be a major overhaul of the UI, a lot sleeker, a lot cleaner, and basically a lot more Apple. So much so that testers for iOS 7 have to have polarized privacy screens on their tester devices, so other people don't actually see what it looks like yet. Now, perhaps because of the major redesign or some other reason, apparently iOS 7 is a bit behind schedule, to the point where Apple has devoted some of its Mac OS 10.9 developers over to the iOS team to try to get things rolling as fast as possible. Okay, well, that's all the big news for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Your question of the day today is, if you had to choose, would you rather Apple devote its resources to developing iOS 7 or Mac OS 10.9? Personally, I definitely want iOS 7 to be done first and as soon as possible, so I'm totally cool with them devoting Mac resources to iOS for the time being, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about the matter, so you can let me know in the comments section down below or on Twitter at TIP_Jake. Please don't forget the links to everything I talked about in this video in the description down below, so definitely check those out. And as always, for more news, views, and reviews, don't forget to hit up TodaysiPhone.com.